What is up, sword fighters? Coming at you sooner than expected on my way to another event. We are going to Tal de Gore Summer End Rain. Kaput is getting knighted there. This is going to be in Boonville, Missouri. I saw this event on my phone at like midnight, so I did the obvious choice for me, which was quick pack a weekend bag and hit the road. Got out of there at like 12:50 and we got a 7.5 hour drive, so excited to have you guys with me. Let's go. It's like 3:40 a.m. Found some small town in Iowa with no phone reception to go to sleep in. So now we get a few hours of sleep, plan to wake up in the summer heat and hit the road. It is about 11 a.m. Woke up to the rain instead of the heat. Slept in a little bit more than I intended to, but that's okay. I will take the well-rested bonus while I finish up this drive. Got about 5-6 hours left. Rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers, rubber baby buggy bumpers. 6 slippery snakes slid slowly down the slippery slope. 6 slippery snakes slid slowly down the slippery slope. 6 slippery snakes slid slowly down the slippery slope. Irish wristwatch, 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 Irish wristwatch. The seizing sea ceaseth, and thus the seizing sea sufficeth us. The seizing sea ceaseth, and thus the seizing sea sufficeth us. The seizing sea ceaseth, and thus the seizing sea sufficeth us. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. Finishing up this one fuel stop right before getting to the event. I'm only like 10 minutes away. It's been raining, but it's pretty clear now. Excited, almost there.
I'm just turning because you were a month. Watch behind! Watch behind!
Did you have armor? Then is it ancestral armor? It receives an armor breaking hit and you're stopped. You got to say the name of the spell balls when you throw them.
Day one of the event was chill. They ran a couple games, we had food, did some night fighting, and the showers here are nice. It's about 1:40 a.m. Just got done editing some videos, and now it's time for sleep. So I woke up a little bit late at like 10 a.m. First game was scheduled for 9, but they pushed that back because they pushed breakfast back. And so I'm gonna get ready to play this first game. Just finished Feast, which was good. Did like 3 battle games today. The weather's been super nice. It's been pretty cloudy, kind of windy, but nice and cool. And between battle games, we just like been chilling. It's been really, really fun.
In the name of Teldegor, I dub thee Warboss Kaput, Firebrand, Warboss of the Bonebreaker clan. Woo!
Good morning. We are on the drive back from the event in Teldegor. This was their end rain and the Knighting of Kaput. I was super blessed. Right when I showed up, somebody was talking to the autocrat, who I know as well, Fintroll, somebody who's always been really cool and welcoming to me in Teldegor. They were saying that they had purchased extra tickets. They were saying that these extra tickets can just go to whoever he deemed worthy, so that they didn't go to waste. And right away, when I heard this, I said, "Oh, please pick me, because I've just been event hopping all over, and it's really so hard to keep up with. It just gets so expensive, so wherever I can, I'm looking to try to save that or have people help me to attend these events." And Fintroll was just like, "Oh yes, Haj, great, he travels." So that was such a blessing, and I appreciate that so much. It was the first time that I met that player, so that their altruism and just being willing to help me out in that way was really nice. Unfortunately, I forgot what their name was. Hopefully somebody will tag them in this video, but thank you so much. Not been driving very long, and I could not control my desire for coffee, so pulled over at the first Casey's that I could find to get some hot water in my coffee cup, and we got some instant coffee about to whip up out here. Day one, and we had 2 games, so I just read games on the first day. We had Spell Ball, Dodgeball. You say the name of the spell ball and you throw it, like everybody has Elemental Barrage. If it was a wound dealing spell ball, then you were out, killed you. And then if it was like Entangle, then you're entangled. If it's Ice Ball, you're frozen. All the counts were 30 seconds. It seemed really fun. People definitely seemed to enjoy it. So that would be something definitely worth trying. Dinner was walking tacos. Day 2, dinner, there was like a lot extra. They called for seconds, then they called for thirds. So it's cool there was extra. Games for day 2, I played Assassin, Healer, Wizard, and Healer again. Games were fun. One of the games was Protect the Captain. I was playing Healer for that game. One of the games was something with a beach ball. It was a giant beach ball. And that made some cool moments. I recorded that game from my belt pouch while I was playing Wizard. And unfortunately the camera footage is like all shaky and all over the place. But there are some cool moments that happened. Like one of them was I used an extended break con, and the person that I targeted, the ball rolled in between us after I targeted them, so I lost line of sight. That was pretty cool.
Side fix, change running phase, abreast. Yeah, you got it.
There's a moment where Godspeed almost gets a super sick flank, but because I happened to be fixing my water bottle at the time that came open and went off to the side, I came back at the perfect time to see him coming and run and stop him before he backhacked a bunch of people on my team.
Oh, fuck. Water bottle came open. Damn it! Like Anthony. Good kill. Good kill. Oh, thank you. I didn't know it was behind me. What?
Then there was a moment where I was casting an ambulanted pyrotechnics on Magni while I was already wounded from an engagement with him. So I had my sword tucked under my arm, and then I was like casting it, and since I know how Magni dodges pyrotechnics, he's going to try to let go of his swords and re-grab them at the last second when you finish the spell. So I stuttered at the end waiting for him to do that, and I like grabbed my sword and I stabbed him. He had armor on, so it was still just worth a point, and then he totally killed me. But still, it was like a cool moment that would have worked on somebody who wasn't wearing armor.
I'm wounded, I'm wounded! Magni, I call upon the element, flame to destroy that belongs, I call upon the element, flame to destroy that belongs, I call upon the element, flame to destroy that. I'm dead.
Shout out to Destroyer in those games for being a really good sport with the heat weapons I was casting. He had 2 swords the whole time. One of them was like either up or down in his shield hand, and the first time I targeted him, I think I specified like your sword in your right hand, and then after that I didn't do that, and he didn't make me do that, which was like super cool of him, so I really appreciate the good sportsmanship.
Take short, turn, aim, I call upon flame, heat that short, I call upon flame, heat that short, I call upon flame, heat that short.
Resetting. Well, don't say that. Resetting the ball.
Resetting the ball, my bad.
3, 2, 1, play on!
That short!
I posted a video that has like really shaky camera work of me playing Wizard. So really that's for me to be able to, like, I was hoping it was going to just be great footage, and that would be awesome. But since that's not the case, it's also just for me to listen to myself in my casting. Oftentimes, when I hear other people casting, I am quite scrutinous of whether they are saying all the words or not. For example, people say, like, my power to spell that magic, my power to spell that magic, my power to spell that magic, instead of by my power to spell that magic, by my power to spell that magic, by my power to spell that magic. And I just want to make sure that when I'm casting, I am able to give myself the same scrutiny. Because I understand that other people simply might not have the ability to hear these things when everything is going on, and to separate and to hone in on what I am saying and break down all of these little words and if I'm saying them or not, and am I slurring my pronunciations or not, things like that. So I'm going to use that to listen to probably a few times just to give myself some harsh scrutiny and be like, oh, he said command thee stop, instead of I command thee to stop here, something like that. So I'm hoping to actually either way, if I don't catch anything this time, then great, and if I do catch something, then great, I know what I need to work on then. I noticed my casting in the audio was, I would say, mostly good. Some bad habits are still present. Things like, there were times where I was enunciating properly my spells. I command thee to stop, I command thee to stop, I command, right? But then there were other times where I was sort of rolling the words together, which is the old habit I was referring to. I command thee to stop, I command thee to stop, I command, which is just a little bit different. I command thee to stop, I command thee to stop, versus I command thee to stop, I command thee to stop. Just slightly different there. And I'm going for the latter. And then another one that I noticed was when I'm casting, break concentration in response to somebody else casting at me. When I'm in a hurry to cast this, I call this duress casting. I got that from a wise mentor up in Polaris, Vitalin. Duress casting is where you sort of miss the words when you're trying to get it off really fast. For some reason, maybe like because somebody's casting at you, or because they're about to score, or they're about to hit you, or something like that. Sometimes when I was doing this in my break concentrations, command thee suppressed versus command thee suppressed, just trying to make sure that my thee is emphasized, trying to emphasize the D as much as I can. Command thee suppressed, I think some of those could have been a little bit more clear. But it's not like it was a competitive thing. It was all for fun, but I'm still just trying to use this as data to give myself some strict evaluation. Something awesome about Tal de Gore is really the people there. Everybody there is just really relaxed and chill and there to have a good time playing Amgard. When I go to Tal de Gore, it's very clear that it's not about doing everything right and doing everything perfectly. It's really just about having fun and enjoying the game with other people. And they do a really good job at it. Amgard is a lot of fun in Tal de Gore, both on and off the field. The culture of just like hanging out and everybody coming together, it doesn't feel like separated or cliquey as much as it does in other places. So it's really definitely a great kingdom to go and hang out and experience kingdom level events. The event attendance on the whole was on the smaller side. I'd say there were like 80 to maybe 100 people there, but it was really chill. That also kind of made it feel like comfortable and cozy, like you could kind of talk to and get to know everybody who was there. This site was relatively small, but that suited our needs just fine because we didn't have a whole crazy ton of people. Also, the event site being small was to our benefit because if you needed to go somewhere, it wasn't very far. The ditch field was just a few steps away, and then the lodge was, you know, just a few hundred feet from that. The showers were nice. They had plenty of hot water and stayed decently clean as well. The battle games were about 50, maybe 60 people in attendance on the field, so it was like 25 and 25. The battlefield was not so great. It was very dusty dirt that was also like kind of rocky, like super compressed dirt rock clods. It wasn't awful, but you know, the dirt and dust sometimes would kick up into the air and get into your mouth or your eyes. Safety glasses were great for that. The weather was really nice. It was not super hot any of the days. All of the days were nice and cloud covered, but without raining, and nice and breezy. A really awesome time off the field getting to hang out with some of the people I know there and get to know more people there better. The hospitality that I feel from people in Tal de Gore is really nice. It's like, I feel like even though they don't know me super well, they're super inviting and welcoming to me. And it's like, you know, it feels like I'm part of the family, like I'm just part of them when I'm there. And it's so nice. Everybody is super welcoming. It's great to talk to some of the people that I respect who are from that kingdom about just advice in Amgard and just about life and things like that too. Big shout out to the people of Kaput's Beltline. They're all just super cool. They were super welcoming. Good for me to hang out with this weekend. Special shout out to Dandelion this weekend, who donated me some pantry stable food that I can enjoy on the road here for some road snacks and some stuff back at home too. If you can make it to a Tal de Gore event, definitely worth the trip, definitely worth the travel. They have some great people there. It's a lot of fun to play Amgard in Tal de Gore. Stopped in another Casey's to grab just a little bit of fuel and get some hot water to make some more delicious instant coffee for the road.